Welcome to University Stadium, home of the Lobos of the University of New Mexico in Albuquerque. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on a fellow Mountain West foe, the New Mexico Lobos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. The Lobos offense takes the field to start this game off. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to scramble. Trying to make... Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those good old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Using his feet to buy time. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Lobos. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown on the opening drive of the game.
So Fresno State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Let's take a second to talk about Fresno State. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Looking for a man. It's Moffitt. Quarterback now breaking the field. He'll pull it down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to him.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Moffitt. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Might be looking to run. Turning it on. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. They've got a first down here to open the period. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Got his man in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Handoff from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Colorado State came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that the Rams won, it's more how they won. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Lobos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Moffitt. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Lobos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, going to the air. He's got him this time. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Lobos come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Here's a heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Fresno State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking for a man, it's Moffitt. Going for the big play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants him to go.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going up top. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Lobos want to crank the tempo. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll give it to the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Makes a connection. Taken out of bounds. after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Quickly out to the tight end. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. And the Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They're in makeable field goal range, but on 4th down with this deficit, they'll leave the offense on the field. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Rushes on him. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They'll go to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He'll pull it on the read. Spins away from the defense. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Fires it. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the 1st down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
The bad news. Complete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
A loss of 11 on the play. 4th down coming up.
1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
First half with the score, Fresno State 10, New Mexico 7.
Guys, looks like you've got a great atmosphere today in Albuquerque. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter with the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Fresno State right back to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Makes the grab.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Quick catch on third down. There he goes. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. From the red zone, looking for a space. Finds his big tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll try to get it in with the run. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. They lost ground on first down, now second and goal from the 5. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over. This offense has it with really good field position. The run from the shotgun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly Except catch the football. Second down coming. He'll do it himself on the draw. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You start with this kind of field position. If you have to settle for a field goal attempt, demoralizing. Third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Fresno State.
They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
Kicker on.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first. Second down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver and knocking it loose.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
New Mexico, 7.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Moffitt. Makes the catch. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Gain of 18.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man,
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Snags it. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, New Mexico. On to attempt to try. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
no doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
14.
They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
Let's get weird. This is exactly what they needed. They needed something to happen. Down 2 possessions, fourth quarter, got to make it happen. Onside kick team comes through.
He's going for a big play downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. It's complete to the left.
Complete to the wideout. No gain on the play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He's got an open man. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Fresno State. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive play.
Wide open spaces. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Lobos come to the line in the hurry-up.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Throws for the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. This time it's complete. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And the Lobos are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. He makes a grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They want to throw it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Lobos. Fitted in the window for the score.
Great timing here between the quarterback and receiver. You're down close to the end zone. Ball's going to come out quickly. Receivers got to win quickly, and they were on the same page on that TD.
And he puts through the extra point. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Finds his tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And they get the completion and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's 4th down. And that made it more manageable. But obviously the clock is not as important as making sure you get this 4th down conversion.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll keep it on the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Fresno State will have to punt. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Awesome body control, and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
Gonna take a shot on 2nd and short. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Lobos will snap it on 1st and 10. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I got to be honest, I thought this tight end was going to have a much bigger role in this game. They wanted to get him the football early and often, but after that drop here in the 2nd half, he still doesn't have a catch.
Wide open downfield. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw again. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll run play action. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
18-yard line. 1st down, Lobos.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Forced out of the pocket. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
New Mexico.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to throw on third down. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Under a minute to play, they can just take a knee and put this game on ice.
It's such a good feeling, the best feeling in the world. The best formation is victory formations for offense, where I can just catch the snap, take a knee, Jesse, and watch that clock run.
And it's got to feel good, too, because this was a physical football game. Both teams leaving it all on the field, and the offense now an opportunity to ice this thing, take the dub into the locker room.